Hello YouTube, it's week 4 of the vlog, the weight loss vlog. I've lost 4 pounds this week. Not much to say really other than that. This week I will be having some different foods. I've ordered some almonds, some quinoa. It's spelt quinoa. I used to know it as quinoa, but apparently it's quinoa. Some dried cranberries and stuff to add with some porridge, maybe with that quinoa as well. I'm gonna check it out what it's like and if it's okay. I mean, I'm not eating potatoes, rice, bread, pasta. I'm not eating that. But I was thinking, if this quinoa's okay, I can use that as a kind of replacement, substitute, whatever you want. Substitute for porridge as well, so I'm pretty keen to try it out really. What else did I order? I ordered some seeds. I mean, that quinoa's classed as a seed, it's not a grain. I can't think what I ordered really. Anyway, my blood pressure seems to have come down a bit. Still high. It's what are we, about 140 to 145, say, over 80 to 90. Over 80 to 90. It varies between them two, so it's still high. I need it down really from that. The ideal apparently is like 120 over, 80 or below, so I've got a lot of work to do with that. If it's possible, I might end up having to have blood pressure medication. I've already been offered it, but I don't want any medication. I want to do this the right way, through nutrition, exercise, losing weight and just being healthy. So I've given myself until December, January, see what progress is happening, how I'm losing weight, what my blood pressure's doing, get another sort of blood test at the docks for cholesterol and stuff like that. I've had one previously, so obviously I'll have some sort of benchmark to see how I'm progressing, if at all, by doing it naturally. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to see some improvements, even if it's not perfect by then. As long as there's improvement, I know I'm on the right track. I mean, the scales come, the Withing scales, and I've started using Runkeeper, and I think it's called MyFitnessPal. Excuse me, MyFitnessPal, I think it's called. And these apps sort of track and communicate with each other. Your weight, your heart rate, blood pressure, exercise, food you've taken. So they're really good for a complete overall picture. I mean, you've got to have blood tests and stuff done at the doctors, but for making a good inroad into measuring your sort of health metrics, if you will, they're invaluable. So of course, using that, you can track over time as to how well the diet you're having and the exercise you're taking is affecting your health. So it's pretty useful really, pretty good. I've just started logging in my rowing exercise on Runkeeper. I think I've put in 1 walk so far, but I'll start from today properly recording everything. MyFitnessPal, I've just started putting in food. Again, that's just started today. So by Christmas, I'll have a good solid 4 months of data to see what's what. Obviously, I'll be taking my blood pressure. They recommend you take it twice a day for the first week, and then I think discount the first week or first day's reading, something like that. As the first week or day's readings can't be relied upon because you're new to the machine, you're new to taking it and all that. So but it come last week, and it was in the mid 150s over 90 something. So if they were, I mean, that figure tallies up with what the doctor said it were. So it's come down since then. But as to whether that's just me getting used to this machine or what, I haven't taken it into the doctors yet to sort of cross-reference my reading with their machine's reading, so then you can get a more accurate picture of exactly where it stands, kind of thing. But it doesn't have to be, pinpoint accurate. All you're looking for is a relative reading from the same machine. All you want is a relative reading over time to see if there's any progress. That's same with the scales and everything, really. It isn't so much about accuracy, it's just about relative progress over time. I took a bit of a vid earlier of my lunch. I've just cooked up dinner. So I'm thinking, I didn't do it for breakfast, I weren't sort of, thinking about it really. But I'm thinking now, just for this week, just to give people an idea of what food I'm having and stuff like that, just to do a little vid of each meal, and you can see the kind of stuff I'm having. I mean, this week it will be different. Like I said, as soon as them seeds and nuts and quinoa arrives, obviously that'll be incorporated into my food intake. And I haven't been sort of on the ball with it as much as what I should have been. I mean, calorie wise and eating the right foods I am. It's just that it isn't a whole universal approach to my food. I've been very restrictive, very selective, a bit too much so calorie wise. But with this MyFitnessPal, you can put in what your daily target is, and obviously if you chart all the foods you have, obviously it's never going to be exactly accurate, but it gives you a better idea than just guessing. So that'll be a good thing to do this week. I'll carry on charting that, for the duration of the journey. But I thought just for this week, if I'm aware, I think enough about it, sort of thing. Every time I eat something, I'm going to do a little vid, just as a representation of what my diet will be from this week forward, because I want to try and introduce more vegetables, more healthy fats, some nuts, seeds. Probably will be cutting back on the protein, simply by virtue of the fact that I'll be increasing veg, like I said, the nuts and the seeds, so that's more calories, which will take away from the amount of protein I've got left to have. But still, I won't be having any other bread or rice or anything starchy, refined, processed, not bothering with. So yeah, we'll see how it goes then. I think that's about it really. I was going to shove up at the end of this vid the dinner I did today, and a couple of pictures previously of like the salad I had and sardines, the amount and that kind of thing. But I'll probably lump it all in together for next week's video, and just see what happens then. Alright, cheers YouTube, bye.